Hello, everyone. So we have Eemi from Born in the Purple with us. Eemi, thank you for joining me.
Glad to be here.
How are you today?
I'm alright, just chilling, watching Counter-Strike, playing the bass. It's all good.
Yeah, like chill Sunday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I actually like came into this interview without doing like any research, but I did that on purpose because I actually really don't know anything about the band. I haven't heard about you guys before you contacted me through Instagram. So, can you tell me a little bit about your band? Like, how did everything start? How did you come up with a name and all that stuff?
Basically, we started 2 years ago. We met at the Tornio Conservatory for Music. So basically a vocational school, I guess you'd call it. And it was our lead guitarist and vocalist Teemu's final concert, the thesis work, I guess you'd call it, to do his original music and a couple of Jarkko's songs, a drummer songs, and from there we just kept going.
Oh, cool. So you actually met like at a school, right? If I understood correctly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and from then we just recorded our first EP and now recording our first album. So self-produced, self-recorded at this point, and
Yeah,
full
same as the
force
EP,
onwards
right?
now.
You recorded that yourself as well?
Yeah, 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 and mixed,
Yeah,
and
because it
then
actually sounds like really good.
outsourced
Like
the
even the
mastering.
production is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we split a lot of hairs over that, and
Yeah.
then when the mixing was ready, we outsourced the mastering to Svante Forsberg. So he's very experienced, so it turned out very nice.
Yeah, like so I actually listened to your EP and I did the reaction. I sent you guys that as well. So I checked out the full thing and I'm actually really impressed. I was not expecting it to be that good. Like I was hoping for some good songs, obviously, but the whole EP is actually really great. And while I was listening to it, I actually heard I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's probably you. You will answer that question in a minute, but I heard some like cool influences in terms of like melodic death metal. Like I heard a little bit of like Insomnium, a little bit of. I even hear like Therian vibes as well in the first song on the EP. So, can you tell me like a little bit about the inspiration behind the music? Do you have anything in particular you get the inspiration from? Any bands like or art or movies or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. Most of the songs on the EP are composed by Teemu, our lead
Mhm.
guitarist and vocalist, and um, for Eemi especially, it's Finnish melodic death metal, and then Gothenburg.
Yeah.
It's very big, and for Jarkko too. So In Flames, Insomnium,
Oh yeah, of course.
and I've heard Dark Tranquility mentioned before,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah, that as well. Of course, you cannot go without Dark Tranquility mentioned there. But what else I wanted to ask you about the music itself? Like, is it like in terms of like lyrics? Is it like something conceptual? Who writes the lyrics like for your songs, or is it like so
so
every song is like its own thing?
yeah, every song is sort of like its own thing. The songs were sort of ready when I first came on board, and I'm not, um, death metal is kind of a new thing for me. I've listened to metal, but it's more like, let's say, Sonata Arctica and Nightwish and that sort
Ah,
of
okay,
stuff.
more like
So to,
classic, yeah, like power metal and yeah.
and it's well, Sonata Arctica has been very important for me for many years, but that's the basically the heaviest I've actively listened to. And when I came on board, I rewrote some of the lyrics, so some of them are mine, but mostly based on Jarkko and Teemu's pre-existing stuff. And for me, the inspiration is, well, some part of it is from history. I'm a big history fan, and the name "Born in the Purple" is basically from the Byzantine Empire, so the Eastern
Yeah,
Roman
I wanted to ask you
Empire.
about the name, like where the name comes from.
Yeah, yeah, that's from there, and My first idea was the Greek version, Porphyry, but that's a bit too niche. So Born in the Purple it was, and from there the um, sort of decayed royal aesthetic, let's say, if that's not too fancy, that came from there, and but the lyrics is, basically young men's anxieties and
Yeah,
insecurities
okay.
and hopes and dreams, let's say.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was just asking because things sort sounded like conceptual, even like your band name, then your EP Purple Born, and then having Born in the Purple song in the
Yeah,
EP. So I just wanted to ask if it like has any like a story behind it, or if it's just like every song like for itself, but it still works as a whole, even though every
yeah,
song is like a separate thing.
yeah. But there are some continuities, so definitely. So
Just goes
I've
like
thought
cool.
about that a lot. So every song has to stand on its own, but we made sure that there is something beneath there, but doesn't really need to be open up fully. You can listen to it and you can make your own conclusions. And
Yeah,
but I'm glad that
exactly,
it works as a
exactly.
whole.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to the listener to decide like what the song is about or how he feels about or he or she feels about the song. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. So and you mentioned that you are working on a debut album as well. Can you tell us more about
Hmm?
that?
Yeah, so most of the songs on the EP and the album were already um, pretty much ready, composition wise, when I came on board
Okay.
a couple of years ago and we fully started project. There are some new songs and they've sort of been maturing on the background. We played most of them live already for some time, so the composition work is very the compositions are very familiar to us at this point already. But yeah, we're working on it right now. Some of the recordings are already in the can, and most of it should be ready quite soon. And we're hoping for a, let's say, summer release.
Cool. So it's not that far away. Are you thinking about releasing any singles leading up to the album? Maybe some videos as well?
Yeah, a couple of singles at least, maybe two or three, and we're going to see about the video too. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, I like to call it like necessary evil, you have to have something for for the promotion to promote the songs and the band. So
Mm.
sometimes the videos are a necessity in this business, but even the sometimes even the music itself is enough, like it can speak volumes. For example, like I don't know if you listen to some newer bands like Mirar or stuff like that, which is a little bit on the heavier side, but they don't even have like any videos or anything like that, just like the album cover, which is sort of like this Renaissance thing or whatever. And that's pretty much it, just pure heavy guitar noises. And, music is actually great.
Yeah,
And they don't even, need a video for it. So it works for them. So,
yeah, yeah.
and
We
like,
talked a bit
yeah,
about that. So we'd like for the music to stand on its own. We're not naive as to the promotion aspects, and
here's,
for me personally, I'm not really bothered by it. You have to promote it, and you have to reach an audience, and it's something we're still learning at this point, and it's all self-published, self-promoted
yeah, of
stuff,
course.
and
I
we
mean,
hope to
even
get better.
channels like this help with that as well. Like, to
Yeah, for
promote
sure.
you guys. Like, even though my channel doesn't have like that many subscribers or anything, but it can still reach a few people. Even that's enough, and maybe those few people will tell other people as well about your band. So it's all about sharing the great music with everyone. So yeah, I think it works out.
Yeah, for sure. We're happy for every single listener that we got at this point, and hoping to reach many more. But basically
Basically
doing
doing.
our thing and enjoying that. And but in order to get gigs and that sort of stuff, you need to do some promotion and some collaborations and stuff. And we're really happy for um, your review, for example. It's very very nice to see.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, you were mentioning some collaborations as well. So for example, for your upcoming debut album, did you work with any other musicians as well, or are you for now just keeping it inside like, the band camp?
Yeah, now for now we're keeping inside our band, and since most of the songs have already been ready, and the sorts of new songs, let's say, we um, they aren't exactly brand new either, and so we have a lot of material from Teemu and Jarkko, who are the main composers. We have lots of material, for the second
Mm.
album as well. So we hope to get that released in at least a couple of years time, let's say.
Yeah. I was about to ask you, like, since the album is pretty much like finished already for a while now, I'm guessing maybe you have even more new stuff after the album, right? So yeah, that pretty much answers that question.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Let's hope we're going to keep going for years. And um, for me, it would be nice to release a lot of stuff in a relatively short time frame. So not like 5 years before between albums, more like 1 2 years.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. So since you work for yourself, pretty much you don't have any label behind you or anything, so you can do stuff on your own terms. I mean, I follow a lot of bands, and I see, for example, like Darko. I don't know if you're familiar with that band, but they are constantly releasing stuff. Like they released an 19-song album last summer, and then like later last year they released one or two singles, and they just release another new album which has like 9 songs or something like that. They are like constantly releasing stuff online. It's insane. So pretty much that shows you like when you do stuff on your own, you can do it whichever way you want it. So yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, one of my favorite bands and one of my personal influences is Tool, you know,
Oh yeah.
and
But they
they've
have
only got
like
like
so many
five
years in
albums or
between
six
albums.
albums. Yeah. And then on the other hand, there are like, 70s, 80s prog rock bands that did like 10 albums in 8 years or something,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
that's also
banged
crazy.
them out. Yeah. So something between those two, and um, every aspect of making records and making music has been sort of new and sort of a challenge for us, and but we're hoping to get a lot done, and of course, quality albums, and
Of
we
course.
love all our songs, and it's something we're proud of.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, the first thing when you're making a song is you're making it for yourself, right? I mean, if you don't
Yeah.
like what you made so far, then it's probably not worth it, right? First of all, you have to like it yourself, and then hope to other people that will like it as well.
Yeah, and for example, even though I'm not, I'm really not an expert on, death metal or melodic death metal or anything
Yeah.
like that. But for me, the range of influences that Jarkko and Teemu have, for example, Teemu also mentioned, types of black metal
Yeah, I
and
also heard some black metal influences on some
yeah,
of
for
the songs,
sure.
like blast beats and those pretty
Mm.
much like black metal riffs as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not. I don't feel that our music is too constrained by preconceived ideas of what it should be,
Exactly.
and I've been very excited about the range of influences, let's say,
Yeah.
that I
I
hear
mean, it does
personally.
has like that melodic death metal core, but it's definitely much more than that. Like every song is so different from one another, even like including those as I mentioned, like I don't know why, but those clean vocals remind me sort of like a Theory. It has like a Therian vibe as well. So
Mm.
it's a combination of everything. I love how that melodic death metal sound is actually like explored into other territories as well. So it's pretty cool to see that, you don't have to be like boxed in. You can do whatever you want. Like even the
Yeah,
modern
and
bands these days, they are doing pretty much anything. There are no like genre limitations or anything like that anymore.
yeah, for sure, and we're not ashamed of anything either. So well, for me, it's Sonata Arctica is something doesn't have the greatest reputation in every circle, and it's not
Yeah, but
it's
it's
definitely
a
not a
great band.
joke
Yeah.
in Finland, but yeah, but
Okay.
it's sort of a it's not a joke, but it's sort of a has a curious reputation, and when I've some of the vocal parts, clean vocal parts that I've written for myself. I've heard from my bandmates that this is definitely, you know, Sonata Arctica, and that's fine for me. If they like it, it's fine for me. And for Jarkko especially, it's, you know, Nightwish in there, you know, the orchestral
Yeah.
parts there. It's definitely Nightwish, and it's that's fine by me.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works, right? If it fits the song, if it works, then it's fine. I mean, you can't complain about that. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I
And
and
for me
you.
personally, you know, um, I've I as I said, I haven't played any metal previously, especially haven't played any metal previously,
Okay.
and I've played, you know, lots of you know, lots of ballads, love songs, and some rock and some, you know, disco and that sort of
Ah,
stuff,
okay.
and
So sort of a
everything. You can
different,
see
yeah.
everything. Yeah, you can, especially you can see everything in our live performances, especially for me, you know, the movements and the energies is definitely from a party, you know,
Yeah.
a party band. So,
A party band, yeah.
and that's just me. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, that can bring a cool vibe to the stage and to the audience as well. So I guess that will
Yeah,
work
we
as.
have a lot of positive feedback for our energy, so
Ah,
just gonna
cool.
keep going with that.
Yeah, I would actually love to see you live. And you mentioned you played in the past. Do you have any plans in the future to maybe go on some tour or anything like that in support of the EP?
For the album, yeah, we have a few gigs lined up in Finland, mostly in northern Finland, as we're based in Tornio, which is in the on the Swedish border,
Okay.
quite far up north. So let's say Oulu is sort of north, and we're a bit farther north from that. And but we hopefully we have a few tentative gigs in the south of Finland too, and with a few different bands, and we're hoping to get a European tour at some point. That's the goal for sure.
Yeah, that would actually be great. I know you're still starting out, like you're still relatively like a new band, right? So maybe I don't know, some established band could take you up on a tour to, promote you and stuff like that. So that would actually be pretty great, like going on with Insomnium or band like that. I think that would be like a easy choice for them probably. So yeah.
Yeah, that's some sort of newly established, maybe probably like death metal or something band in Finland would be the dream. And well, of course, when we're doing gigs, we're almost always doing with some other band. So we're hopefully we'll get to play with a more established name soon.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
slowly climb the ladder and eventually become established yourself, right? So you can
Mm.
bring some other new bands as well into the scene. So
Yeah, and
yeah, but I don't
we're
know.
really trusting in our we trust in our live performances, where both, you know, the quality of playing wise and the energy and expression. We're really proud of that, and we really confident in that. So when people see us live, they're gonna like us.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they will. I hope you will come by to these parts of Europe so I can check you guys out live myself. So all
Yeah, we
right,
hope so
Emmy.
too.
So yeah, I really hope that's gonna be in the future. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know it's Sunday, everyone wants to chill and everything. So I really appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. I wish all of you guys were here to chat, but at least I got you. So I really appreciate it, man. And do you have anything else to say to the viewers, to the fans?
And just listen to our music. Hope you like it. Stay tuned. You know, follow us on the socials. The necessary evil, let's say, and we'll keep you posted. Listen to the music. Share it with people you think might like it, and let's go from there. Thank you for watching, and thank you for doing this interview, and thank you for the video. And hopefully, we'll talk in the future at some point.
Of course, it was a pleasure. So, guys, go ahead and check out Born in the Purple. I will post all the links mentioned in the description below the video so you can check them out yourself. So, Amy, once again, thank you, man, for taking this time to chat with me. And hopefully, I will see you again. If not in the video, I hope I will see you live someday.
Hope so too. Thank you very much.
Have a great evening, man. Enjoy.
You too.
Cheers.
Cheers.